Hello everyone, welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy. Welcome to the session on 28/1/2023 guys. So now when we look at the first issue, see guys, 18 animals recovered from smugglers at the city airport. This is a very important issue, and in this issue when we look, most of these animals are included in appendix 2 of CITES. Fine. So when you look at CITES, what is CITES? Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Flora and Fauna. Now under that you have three appendixes, right? Appendix 1, which is threatened, appendix 2, which is critically endangered, appendix 3, which the range country requires. Now such were actually been transported. So that is what they try to avoid. International trade should be avoided, but that has been caught. So UPSC may ask you, this is all from your standard books only, guys. You can just go back and check. This year CITES is very important, right? CITES. Try to read about it in detail because Wildlife Protection Act recently when it was modified also, right, they were talking about this. India sends notice to Pak to amend 1960 Indus Pact. So let us discuss about this a bit, guys. See, guys, Indus and its tributaries. If you take Indus, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Beas, Sutlej. If you take these six rivers, guys, three rivers are called west flowing rivers, three are called east flowing rivers. In 1960, there was Indus Water Treaty. According to the Indus Water Treaty, World Bank said that these three rivers will be part of Pakistan and these three will be part of India. Oh, it's a very good thing. And if you see, Indus, Jhelum, Chenab mostly pass through Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh, whereas these three pass through Himachal Pradesh, Punjab region. And we can use this water completely. We can use this water for drinking purposes, non-consumption purposes, like like navigation and all, electricity purposes, but there are certain restrictions. Fine. So India is constructing certain dams over this, like Kishan Ganga. Kishan Ganga. Kishan Ganga is a tributary on Jhelum River. India also has planned to develop Rattle Dam, and these will violate Indus Water Treaty, it seems. So India is trying to say that I want these to be changed. Pakistan is not ready to accept. Pakistan has gone to World Bank. Now, what they want to change is not clear. So, we may get to know over a period of time. But they may ask you with respect to Indus Water Treaty 1960, who was the one who tried to negotiate? It is World Bank. So, that is important, guys. That notes is important. There's 8 Indian airports, including Kempegowda International Airport, get carbon accreditation. Yes, most of the Indian airports are trying to move towards carbon neutral. Guys. What is carbon neutral? the number of emissions will be equal to carbon absorbed, right? So 8 Indian airports are getting this. So you can write down carbon accreditation. You see here, carbon accreditation is a global carbon management certificate, global carbon management certificate program for airports, for airports, and it independently assesses assesses and recognizes the efforts of airports to manage and reduce their carbon emissions carbon emissions through six levels of certification. That is enough, guys. Next, guys, there is a tiger census going on in Nagarhole Tiger Reserve, guys. This is an annual census. Yes, this is a very good article when it comes to your economy, guys. In economy, one of the biggest problem is what people normally think is, if you go for development, like, whenever we plan for development, what is the best thing that we get? GDP increases, but along with GDP, jobs also increases. But in India, development is increasing, GDP is increasing, but jobs are not increasing. We call this as jobless growth. And different questions in UPSC always focuses on jobless growth, because growth is happening but it is not getting translated into number of jobs. So this is trying to talk about this. Fine. So you can write quick points. I'll explain in between. Jobless growth hyphen India plans to reach India plans to reach $10 trillion economy, $10 trillion economy, but it is unable to provide it is unable to provide enough jobs. Next point, Indian economy Indian economy is unable to provide jobs because it is mostly informal economy or unorganized economy, and most importantly, the organized manufacturing and services sector is employing fewer people fewer people per unit of capital. per unit of capital. Next point, India's formal sector, India's formal sector cannot create enough jobs, cannot create enough jobs because of technology, technology. Full stop. Most of the women, most of the women are also working in informal sectors, informal sectors. Yes, after this, there is an article on India's groundwater. Yes, it's very, very important, both for GS, geography optional, like So you can write water, underground water. I'll give you the points that is important. It provides 80% of India's drinking water. It provides 80% of India's drinking water and two-thirds of irrigation needs. And two-thirds of irrigation needs. Next point, groundwater, groundwater, making the invisible visible. Groundwater, making the invisible visible, is the reflection of, is the reflection of importance given, importance given. Below this, schemes, schemes guys. Jal Shakti Abhiyan, Jal Shakti Abhiyan aims at, aims at asset creation, asset creation, rainwater harvesting, rainwater harvesting, and extensive, and extensive awareness campaign, awareness campaign. Next point, Atal Bhujal Yojana, Atal Bhujal Yojana aims at increasing groundwater, groundwater, and at the same time, and at the same time, inculcate, inculcate behavioral change, inculcate behavioral change with participatory, with participatory groundwater management. Next one, national project on, national project on aquifer management, aquifer management envisages the mapping of subsurface subsurface water bearing water bearing geological formations geological formations to gather authentic data to gather authentic data. Next point. Recently, groundwater assessment was done, which showed declining trends of declining trends of overexploitation. Overexploitation. So guys, these were the things. Yeah, guys, RBI and SEBI should probe charges against Adani. That's a good thing, guys. Whoever it is, whenever there is any doubt, because it is LIC, SBI, these are the banks which are investing. So definitely we should look into these aspects clearly, guys. Right? So else what will happen? The entire economy collapses. Ban on documentary, former Odisha, Tripura polls, BJP. Okay, guys, this is very, very important. 130 model villages proposed in areas along the eastern border. I told you multiple times that border area villages must be strengthened and population must be increased, else Chinese will send the population and try to claim the region. To counter that, we are also aiming to ensure that border villages are strengthened. Fine. So this is very, very important, guys. Yeah. Guys, again, we are planning to get 12 cheetahs from South Africa and introduce them in Madhya Pradesh's Kuno National Park. So it's going to be in Feb. So by that time, I'll explain you about the project Tiger once, guys. Fine. This can be the question, guys. Tamil is the oldest language. Fine. Just remember that. Kashmir's Pashmina shawls get new age French touch. Guys, French people, they're also trying to have some sort of brand with India, where Kashmir's Pashmina on that wool and all the designs they are trying to do with the help of the French. So, Pashmina wool, there is Pashmina goat, which is very popular, and its wool is very thick and of good quality, and it's of great demand in the world. So that's what they're talking about, guys. West Bank on the edge after Israeli raids, rocket attacks. Guys, these are all not required. Again, Adani Group, all these are there, guys. Fine. So, guys, these were some of the issues that were important. So, if you can see them properly, that's enough. Thank you. Guys.